It is time to react to some of my previous acting gigs. The good, the bad, the awkward, the 5 seconds that I am on Netflix and the main cast member swears at me, which is part of the scene and the show. Some of these gigs are TV commercials, and then the last couple is the TV show and the film. My first ever feature film, which is very interesting to reminisce on. Welcome to Q James. My name is James Carson, an Australian actor on the mission to the breakthrough from chapter 1 to chapter You Got the Job. And today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the old acting gigs that I have done, my reaction and my response to those jobs. And without further ado, let's get into it.
No way. I'll wait for her to call me.
There's more to life, more space, more time. Regional Australia is ready and waiting. Visit movetomore.com.au.
So there you have it. The funny thing about that campaign is when some of my friends saw it, they said, "Oh my God, you did so well. You're such a good, obnoxious, annoying guy on the bus." It's like, yeah, I didn't have to get into character very much for that role. So the interesting one about that one is that was the role that I got when I first signed up with this agent after I shared the story about this lady at this antique shop told me, you should be on film, you should be on film. Then I signed up with an agent, then got a national speaking role. That was that role. That was like one of the big affirmations when I was doing this of like, oh, here we go. Like I got a job straight away. And it was awesome. It was about a half day. We were shooting on this bus out near these ovals in this little part of the Gold Coast. And what's interesting is they didn't actually tell me that line until the day. Not that it's an overly difficult line to remember, but when everyone's there and all the cameras are there, you're like, I'll wait for, what was it again? So that was fun. But that was one of my first TV ads speaking. Here we go again, next one.
What do you got?
I think I'm gonna eat this oddly shaped apple and save the world.
What?
Because, Jeff, when I look at this strange seasonal snack, I see the love, time, and all the resources a local farmer put into growing. And if I don't eat it, it could end up in landfill. When I'm done with this bad boy, I'm composting the core so nothing goes to waste. Legend.
For the love of food, eat that oddly shaped apple so nothing goes to waste.
Environmental Protection New South Wales. That's my boy Francis. He's a cool, really cool, awesome bloke. That was a very interesting job, and something that I'll point out, if you look closely at the part when we're in the construction site and I do the whole all that kind of stuff and say, what? I have a lot of makeup on my face, and I'll tell you why. This was shot over 2 days, one day in Stanthorpe at an apple farm, and then another day on the Gold Coast at a construction site. On the day that we're at the orchard, I think it's an orchard or the apple farm, we had a great day filming and everything like that. Then we stayed at a hotel in town. And the next morning after filming, I was doing my morning routine. It's kind of a bit of a strange story, but I was doing my morning routine. I was doing some breath work. I was doing Wim Hof breathing. And I did a big breath hold at the end. And after I did this hold, I woke up on the ground, nose bleeding and grazes all over my face. I actually passed out, hit the ground. And I think I actually convulsed a little bit on the ground. It grazed and rubbed my whole face. I had on my nose, on my head, all through here. There was marks everywhere. And then I had to message them on the way home being like, guys, I've hurt my face. Here's a photo of it. And they're like, what happened? So I had to explain that story to them. And then we just had to get loaded up with makeup on the day at the construction site. So these things happen, but that was a cool ad. That was fun. Environmental Protection New South Wales, great cause. So that was a great one. On to the next one.
You a good man?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, sweet ass.
Let's go. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Don't be that guy at the gym. Conquer the cold and flu season with Vitamin King. Drive it every day.
Don't be that guy at the gym. That was one of the first ever self-managed jobs I got. I applied for that myself and then got to work with that team, and it was a fun half day. We shot at one of the staff members of the company's home gym, and I just had to pretend to be sick for half the day, and it was cool. They were cool, and it's kind of funny to look back on. That was quite a while ago. I think that was like 4 years ago, something like that. This next one is interesting, and I want you to pay very close attention, see if you can actually find and spot me in this ad. Here we go. Did you see it? Did you see me? Comment below before I answer, where do you think I was in that ad? No, but seriously, I was the surfer that the ambulance officers were doing resus to on the beach. And what's interesting is they had the ambulance officers who were actual ambulance officers, myself and another guy for the surfers. And that was just that little short section of the whole ad. And that was like a whole half day, very early start. And yeah, very short snippet, but great campaign, recruitment for Queensland Health. It was awesome, team were awesome. Those ambos were so cool. They were just compressing all day, which actually hurt after a while. So that's that one. Now the next one is an ad that as of this video, the date of this video, which is the 10th of July, this ad is still in circulation at the moment. And after this, I will show my first ever feature film role and scenes. And then after that, I'll show you the 5 seconds that I'm on Netflix. So stick around for that.
A true guru knows that balance is everything, mind, body, and comfort. MHI's split systems offer quiet operation and reliable performance.
Namaste.
Put your trust in Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, the experts in air.
There you go. That was one of my most recent lead roles for a TV ad. And that was lots of fun. That was 3 days shooting in Sydney with a really cool cast and crew. And then I'd get messages from friends and people that I know, like I go to the butcher and all the blokes like, oh, I saw you on Fox Sports when they did the TV ad. That was one of my most major roles. Now, coming up next, the first ever feature film that I am in and the scenes, and then Netflix will follow. This movie is called Girls Night Out. You can actually watch it right now on Amazon Prime. And I play, before I tell you what I actually play, I'll let you figure out what kind of character I play and what I'm like. Here we go.
Ladies is next door.
Yeah.
Is your friend alright?
Creep.
She's good. There's a blonde line out there.
Looks weird, no beard.
What's that?
He's offering people drugs.
Do you go to St. Abigail's?
Yeah.
Bree, right?
Yeah.
I'm Cosmos in the year below you.
Right. Didn't you wear glasses?
Yeah? Yeah, I used to. You sure she's alright?
Yo, you good? I'm good. She's good.
Awkward.
Have a good night, yeah?
My boy James, great actor.
Oh, that was weird.
Emily. So there you go. That's a scene that's a fair way into the actual film itself. But I play a character named Aiden. And there's a second scene coming up right here. And this is basically everything that I feature in the actual film itself. This is later on. Okay.
What is it? Who are they? I don't know. I think we went to school with one of them. Sounds like a loser. She'll be right. Come on.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Holly! Holly, you okay?
Hey, yeah, she's fine. We're just helping her out.
Holly.
I'm just trying to help.
I've got her, okay? You want to move?
Hey, you watch your mouth, you. Yeah. Hey, wait up!
There you go. So, Girls Night Out is a powerful Powerful film to check out if you get the opportunity. And yeah, we play two brothers, and it's interesting. You watch the whole film, it kind of makes sense, but that was really cool. That was the audition that I shared previously, how I didn't learn my lines beforehand and I totally stuffed it up, but because they thought I was nice dude, they gave me that other role. So that was cool. That was filmed over, I believe, 2 or 3 days in a nightclub in Surfers Paradise on the Gold Coast. So now is time for the 5 seconds that I am on Netflix. God's favorite idiot. Here we go.
Did that guy just take my picture?
No, no. I know this is all, pretty weird.
And that's it. So Melissa McCarthy called me an a-hole like 10 to 15 times, which was cool. But they were so lovely, Melissa McCarthy and Ben Falcone, they were so lovely. They made sure that everyone was okay. It was a hot day. They're like, make sure everyone's got umbrellas and water. Sometimes when you're an extra, you kind of just get sort of shifted off to the side. At that day, I was actually just an extra. I was just signed up to be an extra for the day. And then they took a photo of us all before we went out. And they said, this guy, can we use this guy for an actual scene and a moment? And then they just roped me in last minute and threw me into that scene. And they said, just take photos of her, of both of them, and then, yeah, cop it. So there you go. Those are the acting gigs that I can share. Some of them never made it to air. Some of them can't be shown. Some of them I can't access, and everything in between. But that gives you some insights into some of the jobs that I've done before. And I have every hope and intention that there is a lot more to come. So thank you very much for watching and have a great day.